Welcome to This Week in Crowder College, an in-depth look into how Crowder College students, faculty, and staff are working together so students soar to new heights, communities are impacted, and lives are changed. This Week in Crowder College is sponsored by the law offices of Wood and Peterson in Neosho, specializing in workers' compensation, personal injury, Social Security disability, and more. Learn more online at neoshoattorney.com. Now here's this week's edition of This Week in Crowder College.
It's a brand new week of This Week in Crowder College right here on 91.7 FM. Adam Winkler here with you, joined by Cindy Brown, the Director of Public Information at Crowder College. And Cindy, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I can't believe we're talking about this right now, but graduation is 2 weeks away, and here we go. And tell us about all the festivities you guys have lined up for a busy day of graduations on May 12th and May 13th.
Yes, we've had almost 600 students apply to graduate this spring. May 12th, on Friday night at 7 o'clock, we will have our nursing student graduates, and those are in our programs at McDonald County, our RN program, and in Nevada, we have an RN and a LPN program. They'll all be graduating Friday evening. And then Saturday, we start out at 10 o'clock with all of our agriculture students, our general studies, and our AAT, our teaching graduates. And then we start again at 1 o'clock with all other degrees. So it'll be a busy 2 days of getting almost 600. Well, not everybody walks, but we'll have several people there.
Well, it's an exciting 2 days as those students will be honored for all their accomplishments. The families get to take pictures and just enjoy that as well. And tell me about the faculty and staff out there at Crowder and what they do during the graduation ceremonies and just their care and concern for those students they see walking across the stage.
You know, that's a great thing, Adam. Our faculty and staff, they know students by name, which is exciting. But our nursing pinning is very, it's just an exciting event to see because they've spent a year or 2 years with those nursing staff, and they will actually pin the students, which is a big honor. And so the faculty will do that. And then on Saturday, of course, we have our faculty that sits right up front watching all the students graduate. So even if maybe somebody's a history teacher and they see a lot of students, especially general studies, but maybe not many history majors, they will know several of the students. Or you'll see those specialty ones like our certificate students or our ag students that have some of the same teachers for multiple classes, our vet tech students. They'll share in that excitement with them and get to meet family and friends sometimes that day. And, you know, it's one of my favorite days for taking pictures because we get to see lots of smiles, lots of hugs, a few tears, but happy tears. And so graduation or commencement ceremony is always exciting.
I was going to ask if you could pull back the curtain a little bit on what you have to do on graduation days as the Director of Public Information. Obviously, a lot of pictures being taken, but I know your plate is full.
You know, it's an exciting thing. We do everything from designing and printing the programs, getting those ready, to making sure that people are in the right spots, checking in with the sound people, checking in to make sure the live stream, because we will have a live stream going for those who can't attend. And that's been a big hit with a lot of our international students. Or even, you know, some people still don't like to get out around crowds, but they can watch and partake in the ceremony, either watch it live or watch it recorded later, maybe with that loved one if they didn't get to make it. And, you know, we go around and look for the mortar boards that have been designed or decorated in a fun way. We'll pull a few students out that we know were our outstanding grads because we get to focus on those after graduation. We'll do a big social media campaign with all of our outstanding grads. And sometimes it's a way to get to see one that maybe we saw the first day they walked on campus. It might have been 2 years ago, and now they're graduating. And in fact, a couple of weeks ago, I ran into a former vet tech student who I think traumatized her first day of classes, or her new student orientation, by asking her to throw on a Crowder shirt and let us take her picture out by the bell tower. And she was in a group of students. And it was really fun, though, because she kind of looked at us and said, okay, I don't know that I gave her a chance to say no. And then watched her go through the vet tech program. Unfortunately, she graduated during COVID time, so we didn't have a ceremony that year when she graduated. But I ran into her the other day, and she's successfully working in a veterinary clinic in Monette area. And it was just, I got a big hug out of her, and she even told her mom, remember when I had to take that picture that's up on the wall? So she still has that picture reminding her. But she is such a a wonderful young lady now and has grown into just this talking to me and, really loves her job and telling me about it, to that shy girl that I met that day on campus. So that's what's really fun about my job, is getting to see those students and how they grow.
Well, we're talking with Cindy Brown this week. She's the Director of Public Information out there at Crowder College as we talk about the Crowder graduation May 12th and 13th. They have 3 different ceremonies. Nursing is on Friday, May 12th, and then they have 2 ceremonies on Saturday, one at 10 a.m., the other one at 1 p.m. And Cindy, as everyone's busy with graduation, you guys flip the script really quickly because fall semester is quickly approaching, and you get 585 students who walk across the stage or who graduate, and all of a sudden you're working on the upcoming fall semester, making sure you guys have everything lined out. So tell us about enrollment that is open for people to get classes scheduled.
As soon as we get through graduation, we'll have summer classes, which begin actually June 5th, and then we'll have fall classes, which start for us on the 17th of August. So we've got students enrolling currently right now, even students even still in high school or out of school that are enrolling for summer and fall classes. So yes, we flip a switch, as well as we have a December graduation ceremony, which will have several students in it. We do the nursing students on Friday evening and just one ceremony right now on Saturdays. So we actually go through 5 commencement ceremonies in a year. And to have the number of students that we have graduating with the number, and so some will have multiple degrees or certificates. It's just amazing how fast time goes and how quickly we turn students around to get them either to where they can transfer on to the universities or right into the workforce.
Well, it's always an emotional and exciting day as Crowder has graduates walk across the stage and they move on to their next phase in life. But I know you guys have a great appreciation for all the hard work they've invested into their time there at Crowder College, and graduation's coming up here in a couple weekends. And Cindy, thank you so much for your time and all the hard work you put into it.
Thank you for having me, Adam. We'll look forward to more graduation ceremonies.
Thank you for listening to This Week in Crowder College. This Week in Crowder College is sponsored by the law offices of Wood and Peterson in Neosho. You can listen to this broadcast again by going online to kneo.org or to crowder.edu. Tune in once again next week for another edition of This Week in Crowder College on KNEO 91.7 FM.